Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I am really thrilled about this one. And I know I say that I'm excited every time, but this one is probably one of my favorite topics because it ties into almost every aspect of energy work that I have my hands into, and is probably one of the simplest concepts and one of the most important things that you can learn that can drastically change and improve your life. So, I'm talking to you guys tonight all about chakras. And so, if you're catching this live, please, I encourage you to share this with other people because this is going to be some really powerful, helpful information. And I have so much to share that will drastically impact your well being and vitality. So, please share this video out real quick, hop back in. Or if you're catching the replay, please let me know that you're catching the replay because that helps me have a good idea of who is able to catch it live and if this is impacting you. And so if you have something to share in addition about the chakras, or if you learned a lot from this material, I would love to hear that as well. It helps me to know that what I'm sharing with you is creating an actual impact. And that's what I'm all about. So my name is Mallory Weber. I am with High Vibe Connection, and I am here with the CLN to share with you all about your well being and vitality. And so I'm not sure how many people would be familiar with what the chakras are. And if you're not familiar at all, that is entirely okay. I'm going to teach you what they are and what they can do for you as far as your physical, mental, and emotional uh, perspective and how that kind of integrates together for your body for well-being and vitality. So chakras essentially just mean, from a simplicity version, if we take it a step back to its original roots, means spinning wheel of energy or energy center. And that's literally translated in Sanskrit. So in the traditional chakra system, there are actually 7 chakras. Now, you may have heard that there are other chakra systems out there, and that's entirely okay. Today, I am only talking to you about the original 7 chakras. Each of these centers are very specific to different organs and endocrines, which will impact different issues, different emotions, and has a play in colors as well as elements. Balancing these energy centers can have a physical, emotional, and spiritual effect on the individual. So, whether you believe that we have these energy centers or not, they've actually been proven that we have them. So, I really encourage you, if you're not very familiar with this, or you're unsure about energy work, or unsure about how energy as a whole can have a physical or emotional or spiritual or mental impact on you, I would like you to take the time to broaden your horizon and take all of this information in and see how this could apply within your life. So it's not only important that each chakra is balanced individually, but also in respect to each other, because this is what gives us full alignment. So remember, I said there are 7 chakras, right? So the lower 3 chakras are masculine in nature. That being said, they are that of the material world and create your grounding as well as your call to action. The higher 3, so that's 6 total now, right? So the higher 3 are feminine in nature, and they are that of self-reflection as well as spirituality. The heart chakra, on the other hand, is balanced in both masculine and feminine energy, and it can be used to balance other chakras as well. And so if any of you follow me or other people who talk about the chakra system, a lot of people do a lot of heart chakra work. And it's not just from the perspective of maybe we need healing from a love perspective. It's mainly, for most practitioners anyway, because healing and working through that chakra can help balance the other ones. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the traditional chakra line, okay, and explain each of the chakras to you and what they have to do with your body so that you can hear this information and determine whether or not you have different imbalances within these specific chakra centers. And if you need any additional help or resources around that, please feel free to put it in the comments or reach out to me personally, because I would love to share some personalized tips or tools that will help serve you within your life and suit within your schedule and your period of life, so that it ends up being something that kind of flows naturally versus just telling you something generalized. Because for me and my beliefs, and a lot of other practitioners will feel the same way, healing is non-linear. And in order for you to balance these and heal these, what may work really, really well for me may not be what is going to work the best or fastest for you, or may not be something that works within your schedule or your day to day, right? So, the first chakra that we're going to talk about, okay, and remember the lower three are masculine in nature. The first one that we're going to talk about is the root chakra, okay, and it is also known as the base chakra. So you can hear it either way. It is literally located at the very base of your spine. And from a physical perspective, it coordinates to your spine, your bladder, your blood, your kidneys, and in males, their reproductive organs, as well as your feet. And so if you ever hear people talk about grounding, grounding can be huge by simply sticking your feet on the ground and expelling that energy. And that's where that comes from, is because it stimulates your feet, which obviously therefore will impact your root chakra. So again, I told you that I was going to share kind of some of the imbalance issues, right? So if one has an overactive root chakra, they might portray traits such as bossiness. They may come off as domineering. They may be very ego driven. They may come across as extremely greedy or even violent. And so, if you can see any of those aspects that have either impacted you in the past or maybe are starting to come up now, maybe look towards that direction for healing, that maybe your root chakra is having too much energy. On the flip side, an underactive root chakra shows traits of feeling unloved, or they may feel inadequate as a partner, as a parent, as a friend, as a coworker. They may feel sexually frustrated or inadequate. They may feel emotionally frustrated about anything and everything in life, or even really deep centered in fear. And so, what a balanced individual would look like when they have a balanced root chakra is they'll feel grounded. They'll have this deep sense of belonging and feel an immense amount of trust as well as independence. For the sacral chakra, so now we're moving up in the line, okay? The sacral chakra is located just below your navel. And from a physical point, it coordinates to your lymphatic system, as well as your circulatory system, your kidneys, your adrenals, your skin overall, and if you're a female, your female reproductive organs. So, and again, keep in mind that these energy imbalances can and will affect these physical aspects. So if one has an overactive sacral chakra, they're going to come across as craving power or being really manipulative. An underactive sacral chakra will show traits of shyness or even feeling guilty, possibly even being embarrassed over things that maybe wouldn't really embarrass somebody else. And they're going to be really, really heavy into caring about what other people think about them. If it's balanced, they'll be seen as friendly. They'll come across as passionate. They'll be fulfilled from a sexual perspective, and they'll be playful overall within their life. And so if you're looking to expand in play, or you're looking to feel fulfilled sexually, right? If you're looking to expand into some of these characteristics as you're listening to this, into the balanced perspective, think about actually healing that individual chakra and working as a whole to balance them for full alignment. The next one, as we're going up, is the solar plexus chakra. And it's located literally right under your sternum, which is kind of like your rib cage area, right? It coordinates directly to your nervous system, to your gallbladder, your large intestine, liver, and your pancreas. And so someone who has an overactive solar plexus will show these traits of being overjudging. They'll be really, really stubborn in the things that they do. They can even come across as being critical of themselves or other people, or even seen as a bully. Maybe there's somebody who picks on other people all the time. An underactive solar plexus will show as someone who has low self-esteem. They may procrastinate about a lot of the things that they do. They may feel apathetic about their life and just not really care. They may even show feelings of being taken advantage of. And then overall, if they're balanced within their solar plexus, they'll have respect for themselves, as well as respect for other people. They'll be seen as confident, they'll be calm, and an effective problem solver. So those are the lower chakras, which again, masculine in nature. Now we're going to talk about the heart chakra, which again is both masculine and feminine. And if you can harmonize your heart chakra, you can utilize that energy to balance the other chakras. So your heart chakra, obviously, hence the name, is located in the center of your chest. And it literally associates with your circulatory system, your arms, your hands, your shoulders, your ribs, your breasts or pectorals, your diaphragm, and your thymus. So an overactive heart chakra will show these traits of entitlement. They're going to be somebody who is jealous all the time, or maybe very blaming of other people. They can also be people who give too much. And so if you're listening to this and you're thinking about this, and maybe you are offering a lot to other people lately, maybe look and see if your heart chakra is imbalanced. And at the end, I'll share a really awesome little technique that you can utilize to try to tap in and determine what chakras are balanced or imbalanced. An underactive heart chakra will have the individual showing fear of rejection. They'll have these feelings of being unloved. They'll have an immense amount of self-pity, as well as they may come across as very needy. So a lot of us have that one friend, right? That one friend who is constantly texting or blowing up your phone, even if you said you're busy, even if you have said you had a lot going on, or maybe this is a family member, right? That specifically, that behavior, that over intensive searching and neediness, that would be a very clear, definitive answer of having an underactive heart chakra. So, and when I say overactive and underactive, overactive would be we have too much energy, right? We have to dispel some of that so that it can be balanced. On the other hand, if we have an underactive chakra, we need to fill up that space and receive more energy to be able to bring that to a balanced state. So, someone with a balanced heart chakra essentially shows feelings of being loved and loving other people. They're going to be empathetic, and this individual will actually be able to bring these qualities out in other people, which is phenomenal and is so beautiful when you think about the perspective of healing other people within the planet and sharing and expanding consciousness and increasing and improving what is going on within humanity, right? So the next, as we're continuing to move up within the chakra system, would be your throat chakra. It's located, obviously, in the base of the throat area. And it coordinates with the thyroid, the larynx, the trachea, your ears, your nose, and your teeth, as well as your mouth and throat. And so an individual who has an overactive throat chakra will talk way too much. They'll usually be seen as boring because they talk so much, none of it really has much value. They'll be very critical of other people and often seen as extremely stubborn. Someone who has an underactive throat chakra will be the exact opposite. They're going to have difficulty in expressing their own personal truths. They'll be shy. They may be afraid to speak in public, or overall may be seen as timid. Someone who has a balanced throat chakra will allow creativeness, as well as have this expression of self and expression of truth. And it ends up being such a powerful means because, right, your throat allows for communication. And so if you think about all of these respectively, how they can all impact each other and how they can change you from a perspective of vitality and overall nurturing and well-being, you can see how important these become. And I haven't even finished the chakra system yet. So the next one up, and you've probably heard of this one, especially now with humanity's consciousness expanding, there's been a lot of talk around this chakra, is your third eye chakra, which is located right in the middle of your forehead. It is associated with the pituitary gland, your eyes, your nose, your ears, and your skeletal system. And someone who has an overactive third eye chakra will show this trait of spaciness. They'll have an immense issue with their sense of feelings being lost. Sorry, I keep skipping around on here, so I hope that that was seen. If not, I'm going to repeat it really quick. But their feelings will be lost. Or they may actually be getting lost themselves or losing items. They may be full of worry in general, or they may even be seen as somebody who's living in this kind of fantasy world, kind of with their head up in the clouds, right? An individual who has an underactive third eye chakra can't see the big picture. They're really, really easily influenced. They're confused about their purpose, and they doubt themselves. So someone who has a balanced third eye is going to be an individual who is intuitive, they're charismatic, they're very wise, and they understand their purpose. The last one is your crown chakra, located at the top of your head. And it associates with your brain. It associates with your nervous system, as well as your pineal gland. An individual who has an overactive crown can be addicted to spirituality. They can have a craving for attention, or even a need to be popular. An underactive crown can be misunderstood. They may be unable to have fun. They may be unaware of denying their spiritual connection as a whole. And then somebody who has a balanced crown chakra overall will be joyful, they'll be wise, and they'll be well connected to source. So, like I had said, remember that your physical ailments are going to mirror your energetic ailments. It connects with the reflecting chakra. So I want you to think about that and listen deep down to what your body is telling you. What is happening within it? How do you feel physically? And how is that impacting your chakra? If anyone would like, I have a really awesome downloadable all about your chakras. If you don't want to sit here and take notes through this or have to go back and rewatch this video, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to share that information with you. As promised, I had said that I will let you know a really awesome way that you can tap into these chakras and kind of identify, other than hearing the emotional perspective or physical aspects that correlate directly to those chakras. You can actually do a really, really simple meditation and focus on visualizing yourself. Visualize these energy centers, all 7, straight down your body based upon their physical placement. And as you're meditating, really own in and focus on asking for the visualization of what your chakra looks like. And so some people will prefer to, and be free with this, okay? Use your own intuition. This is the one thing that I share the most out of anything that I teach. You are going to know what is right more than anybody else. You will feel it, you will sense it. Do not doubt that. So, in your visualization, it may come up differently than how I might be describing it. That's okay. So some people, when they're doing this little technique and they're having this meditation and trying to visualize their chakras, some people tell me that they see their chakra as very small or very large or a medium size if it's balanced. Other people tell me that they see based on color and see a low, dim light, a medium light, and then a very, very bright, potent, large light based upon the color and placement that correlate to these chakras. Other people will see literally the spinning wheel and can see it spinning counterclockwise or clockwise. It doesn't matter how you see it. It's entirely okay for it to be different. And I want you to know that if you don't see anything the first couple of times you try this, that doesn't mean to stop. Keep trying it again. And if visualizing isn't something that you feel confident within, that's okay. Maybe just talk to your higher self. Sit down and ask for it to be presented in your dreams. That's another great way to do this type of exercise. Maybe put your hand on the areas of the chakras. So put your hand up on the top of your head or over your brow or over your throat. And close your eyes and feel if you can feel the energy. Feel if it feels
normal, or maybe there's too much there. A lot of times, for example, if you're having too much energy in your third eye or your crown, you might have headaches. Or if you're really struggling with money or a sense of security, your feet might hurt. So, again, tune into these body signs because they're literally trying to tell you what is going on with you. And again, you can go back through this video and you can listen to the different aspects of what an under or overactive chakra will be so that you can see if you have these traits or if they're coming up during certain times. And again, your chakras are going to be fluid, they're going to change all the time. And so if somebody says, yeah, I'm balanced all the time, they're not a real human. They're lying to you. There's some sort of major imbalance there, whether that's their throat or their root being super egoic. That's not true. No one can possibly live in this world in a balanced state all of the time. It's just not possible. And so there are so many tools that you can use to integrate with your own healing for your chakras. There's journal work. You can do affirmations. You can use essential oils. You can use crystals. You can use color therapy. Like just the color alone can help work with your chakra. There are specific yoga poses you can do. There are specific mudras you could do. There are so many different exercises and techniques. Reiki is one of my favorite things because it is one of the fastest ways to balance all of your chakras. Don't limit yourself to one method. Try many of these different methods. They are so helpful. And especially when maybe you're not in a place that you can go journal mentally. Maybe you're in a place where physically you don't have any crystals. It's so helpful to be able to have the other tools to fill into place so that you can get back to balance and you can get back to harmony and you can get back to being the best you that you can be. Because that's what our world needs right now. We need everyone working together to bring about the best balance that we can for ourselves and for other people. And as you're learning about this and becoming more confident within the chakra system, I encourage you to talk to other people about this. And that's why I had said at the beginning of this video, share this out so people can learn all about the chakras. Tag your friends, send it in Messenger, whatever you have to do to share this information with the people who need it. Go have that conversation with that best friend who is maybe too needy and say, you know what? I watched this video. I want to talk to you about something. I want you to watch this video too. I think maybe you're having this energetic issue. I want to help. And the more you can come from a place of wanting to serve other people and wanting to help, the more we can change. So if you have any questions about any of the chakras, if you want to hear more about any of the deeper chakra systems, if you want to share experiences that you're having and want some extra insight on what chakra it might be that you're struggling with, please feel free, put it in the comments, let me know. I am more than happy to answer any type of question that I can because I want to be here to support you, which is why I'm sharing this information with you tonight. And again, if you're catching the replay, let me know. I'd love to hear that information. And if you loved this video and found any of this information valuable to you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. All of that stuff helps for us to be able to produce more videos down the road. And again, share it with other people who need it because that's what humanity needs right now. We all need to work together to share, to grow, to expand. So thank you very much if you caught me live. Thank you again as well if you're catching my replay. I'm coming back to do another live video every single Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope that this gives you a lot of food for thought. I hope that it also gives you tangible tools that you can use to help figure out your chakras. And I hope it gives you a sense of hope and peace. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great night. Take care.